Do you dream of the freedom of the open road? Waking up in one state and ending the day in another, not always knowing where you'll sleep, but trusting the journey, and more importantly, yourself enough to find comfort in that. Some days the road takes you down bumpy back roads that you don't expect. Other days it winds along scenic Finger Lakes and gives you a gorgeous roadside park to enjoy your second cup of coffee. But every single mile reminds you, freedom isn't about the destination, it's about the ride.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to find your own.
Continue on Vermont 14 North for 1 mile.
Another adorable little Vermont town with the church with the steeples. So I asked Richard this. They didn't know. Why do almost all these churches in these small towns have those steep steeples? Like, that's like a trademark, that's not the word I'm looking for, of Vermont. All these little itty bitty towns with the steeples on the churches.
Of course, I had to look it up, and here is what I found. Vermont's churches have prominent pointed steeples for a combination of symbolic, practical, and architectural reasons. The tradition is rooted in colonial-era New England, where churches were often the most important building in the community. Symbolic importance includes aspiration toward heaven. Pointed steeples or spires, that's the word I was looking for, spires, that's what they're called, are designed to draw the eyes and attention of observers upward, which is meant to evoke thoughts of spiritual matters and heaven. Another reason is God as a tower. The symbolism of the steeple can be connected to the Bible, such as Psalm 6:13, which refers to God as tower of strength against the foe. Another reason is advertisement for faith. The steeple served as an advertisement for the faith, prominently identifying the building as a Christian church and making its sacred presence hard to overlook. And for practical reasons, it was a landmark, a bell tower, and weather protection. The steeply pitched roots and spires helped the building shed rain and snow more effectively. An architectural influence includes European tradition. The design of early American steeples was heavily influenced by European architectural styles, particularly the work of English architects like Sir Christopher Wren and James Gibbs.
Sharp right onto Creek Road, Park Avenue, then turn right onto Park Avenue. In 300 feet, turn left onto Vermont 58 West. Take the next left onto Vermont 58 West, then turn right onto Vermont 14 North. Take the next right onto Vermont 14 North, Vermont 58 West.
Brought to you by Google Maps, Google GPS. There was actually a sign at the beginning of the dirt road that said, "Your GPS is wrong. This road closed in winter months." So you can't go this way in the winter, but it's not winter, so the road's not that bad. It's just dirt, but it's actually pretty smooth. Not bad at all, but I don't even know if I have a cell signal, because I'm on navigation right now to get to a place where I can fill up on water. I'm really low on water. The services on this trip have been very limited, there's free dump stations and some paid at like city water places, you know, city sewer places, but they don't have potable water. And I didn't have the water filter turned on from Bennington, so I was like, there's no water between Bennington and Lindenberg, I think is where I was. And so yeah, I'm low on water. I really need to get water today, and this is the route to Merchant Street or somewhere that I'm going to fill up on water. You hear all that? Oh, it's okay, Sadie girl. It's beautiful ring. It's quite beautiful. I want to live here. See, this road's not bad at all. Hey, really? For sale? Wait. Well, I can't buy it now because I showed you where it is. $52,000 for 6 acres. 12 by 28. That's out of my budget. 12 by 28 cabin, big brook, lots of wildlife. Great for side-by-sides and snowmobiles. This is beautiful. But how much? $60,000? $52,900. Oh my gosh. But on a dirt road, cabin for sale, only $9,000. Yeah, just a shell for $9,000. That's not bad. Wow. So if you want to buy it, this is beautiful. This for $53,000 for 6 acres and a shell of a cabin. Wow. Come on, Sadie girl. Come on. More sugar maple. Now we know what that is. I wouldn't have known what that
Continue
is.
on Vermont
Oh,
58 West for 6 miles.
Sorry about the navigation. Sugar house. Somebody's sugar house. Look at. It's okay, Sadie. I'm only looking at maple lines. I'm not looking at critters. I'm not commenting on critters. There's nothing there. This would be like the perfect location, though. A road like this, it's remote. There's like nobody out here. Wow. But I don't have $53,000. Jesus. And I'm not borrowing. That is out of the question. Who would want to live here? Everybody. No, not everybody. That's why it's so awesome. Look at this. It's beautiful. There she goes. Look at. She notices the trees above her. I'm not looking at you. Just do your thing. See? She's so perceptive. You're so cute. I would love to settle in Vermont. I freaking love Vermont. I think people always ask me, what's your favorite state? And I always have a hard time. Vermont is definitely up there. Vermont, Colorado. Something's beeping. It sounded like my refrigerator was beeping. But I would love to settle in Vermont, but I was talking to Richard about it, and it's expensive here. Kind of like Colorado. Land is not cheap. But man, this would be perfect here. Wow. These roads are boring. Look at all through here. Sugar maple. Tapping for syrup. Look at that. All that. I mean, it's like crisscross through the whole woods. Which, look at that. It's like totally crisscross through the whole woods. It's got to be disruptive to wildlife. Wow. I've never seen this before. I wonder how new it is. Oh, is there a spring? Oh, there's a spring. It's okay, Sadie. 3 more miles to go. I think it was 8 total on this. 2.9 to go at 20-25 miles an hour. If I'm lucky. There is some washboard, not a lot. Self-service maple syrup. Only took more than a half hour or so to drive 10 miles. It was worth it. That was beautiful. Grandpa grunts. Grandpa grunts. Oh, look at this.
Continue on Vermont 118 North for 2 miles.
This is one of my favorite parts about my life, living on the road the way I do, is just finding interesting or beautiful scenic spots to have coffee. Just go for a little walk, take a break, and have my morning coffee.
Look at this swimming hole. Wow.
It's such a privilege to be able to do this and live this way.
That was the deep end. Let's go check out the shallow end. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful spot for second coffee. Water and everything. Swimming holes. Too cold to swim. By the way, thanks Richard for the hat. I love it. He's the king of Vermont souvenirs. Alright, I'm going to make my oatmeal and let it sit while I drive and have it at my next stop, which will probably be the water spot. Oh no. Oh no. My battery's dead. So a few weeks ago in Canada, I was boondocking really remotely, like I always do, and I was there for, I don't know, several days. The morning that I was packing up and getting ready to run into town to resupply, my RV wouldn't start. Turns out my battery was dead. Something got left on, I don't know what, and it ran down my battery. Now, I have a pretty new battery. It's only a few years old, so you just never know when something, you might leave a light on, you never know, and your battery might get run down.
Luckily, I had the Ansody portable jump starter.
Look at how tiny this is, and I always keep it at 100% just in case something like this happens, and it's really easy to use. All I have to do is plug this in. There we go. It's got the alligator clips that you just put onto your car battery, and voila. Just like that, my battery turned over and I was on my way. This is a powerful 3,000 amp battery charger, and it'll charge a gas engine up to 10 liters and a diesel engine up to 8 liters. So when you're buying a portable battery charger like this, which by the way, everybody should have in their emergency car kit, especially if you live on the road and you boondock like I do, and especially if you're alone, you have to have an emergency kit, and this is a must-have. I mean, what would I would have had to call a tow truck, I would have had to wait for a tow truck, I would have had to pay for a tow truck. You know, even with my roadside assistance, I think I was off-road, so there would have been a charge. Yeah, so just something as small as this, and inexpensive for the value that it brings to your life in an emergency situation or in a situation where your battery is dead. It'll crank up your battery at minus 20 degrees Celsius, and that's minus 4 Fahrenheit. It's a lithium polymer battery, so it's very powerful, very durable.
And in addition to jump-starting your RV battery,
it has a built-in floodlight. There we go. It's got a built-in floodlight, and it's got 3 different modes. So not only can you use it as a flashlight, but you can use it in case of an emergency if it's got an SOS mode. And it's even got a mini USB port so that you can charge your electronics. If you want to add the Ansody jump starter to your emergency vehicle kit, go ahead and check out the link in the video description below. And if you're already started on your holiday shopping, it makes a great stocking stuffer. All right, are you ready to find out if you are a lucky winner of a pint of pure Vermont maple syrup from Happy Hill Farm? This was a giveaway I did from my last video when I visited a maple sugar house. A lot of fun. If you didn't see that video, go ahead and, you know what, I'll put a card up here. Go ahead and check that out. But I've got 3 winners, and here is what you need to do if I announce your name right now. You need to email me at CarolynsRVLIFE@gmail.com, CarolynsRVLIFE@gmail.com. You need to email me within the next 7 days, which means I need to hear from you before the next Sunday video publishes at 5 p.m. Pacific time to claim your prize. And you need to put in the subject line, maple syrup winner, in the subject line, maple syrup winner, and then I need your name, your address, your shipping address, and your phone number. Okay, so if I announce your name as a winner, email me at CarolynsRVLIFE@gmail.com, put maple syrup winner in the subject line, and include your name, your shipping address, and your phone number, and I will get these out to you as soon as possible. All right, drum roll. All right, the winners are Starrens, Starrens, Starrens. You are a winner. And the next winner is Goofy Rich. Goofy Rich, congratulations, you're a winner. And then the final winner is, you ready? The Mod Life. So those are the 3 winners for today. Don't worry if you didn't win today. I've got a couple more, at least 2 more to give away. I will be giving them away on Christmas Day for my annual Christmas live stream. So stay tuned. And I'm going to have a lot more giveaways on Christmas Day. Some really fun stuff. So congratulations to everybody who won. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Let's get back to the video. This is cool. One of the most interesting places I've ever filled up. Just a spout in a city park, right in the middle of town. So that's cool. I'm gonna spend some money here. I need to get a couple groceries, so I'll look for a grocery store or a food co-op. Spend a little money here. In appreciation. Cute little town. So this was the friendly town of Swanton, Vermont. We're right on the border of both Canada, actually, and New York. So I'm going to go to Hannaford's. There is not a food co-op here. There's one in St. Albans, but that's 15 minutes out of my way, half hour out of my way round trip. So I'm just going to go to Hannaford's here and then head to New York and look for camping, I think, in the Adirondacks is the plan.
You have arrived.
Have I, though? I don't feel so arriven. There should be more fanfare. Fresh local corn on the cob. Who doesn't love corn on the cob? And I need some kombucha. I mean, I don't need it, but I like it. Let me see. What do they have? All right, Synergy. I guess Synergy. All right, some treats for Sadie. Got some nubs in there. And we're done. Just a quick trip. Oatmeal ready. Some peanut protein powder and blueberries, frozen blueberries I threw in, and plant-based milk. So water done. Groceries done. Picked up Sadie a couple cans of dog food because she is getting low on her bagged food. So I need to stop when I find a PetSmart. Not doing Petco anymore because of who they donate money to, but we're doing PetSmart. And that'll be later as we head toward our destination. But right now, I have a couple spots. I'm still like 4 hours from my mom's. So I think I'm not gonna go all the way today. Partly I need to get some work done. And let me show you what I did. I marked a spot. You see my, oh yeah, so I marked a spot right there that I found on satellite. I don't know, it might be Adirondack State Park. How far is it? Oh, it's still 3 hours away. Ugh. Whereas my mom's is more than 4 hours away. You know what? I think I'll just head in that direction. Yeah, because it's on the way, and we'll see what we can find. There's a lot of wilderness, a lot of parks, so I'll head that way. It'll be pretty, at least. I don't have to go all the way to that spot. And I think there were a couple iOverlander spots. I gotta tell you, the new iOverlander, the paid version, I mean the free version, the maps absolutely suck. I don't know
what is up with the maps, but I can't find cities on them and towns. So it's like if I want to find a town on the map and then find camping near it, it's nearly impossible. Sometimes I think the small towns aren't even marked on the map, no matter how much you zoom in. Epic fail, in my opinion. So I think the market, and I'm not the only one who feels that way. Read the comments on the new iOverlander. So if somebody wants to make a new app, I think there's room in the market for a really good boondocking app that's got a good, easy user interface. And I mean, I'd be willing to pay for something, but I'm not going to pay for something if the free version sucks. You know, I'm not going to assume that the paid version is going to be any better. If you can't make the free version user-friendly, how am I going to feel safe that spending $60 a year is going to make it any better? Yeah, so anyway, that's the plan. It is, what time is it? 11 o'clock. What do you think? What do you think? Look at that. The border is right there. Wow.
Continue on US 11 South for 1 mile.
Good evening. This is where I landed for the night, in the Adirondacks. You'll never guess what it is, where it is. You'll never guess. It's one of my secrets to finding boondocking that may not be on any apps. It's a secret boondocking strategy. That's what it's called. I am by the town dump. I think it is an actual solid waste dump, I think. Is it a dump or a transfer station? I don't remember. But I was driving along the Adirondacks and tried out a couple spots. I pulled over on the side of the road up there, about 10 miles away. I thought I might spend the night there, but it was on the side of the road. And I had enough cell signal that I was able to see iOverlander. There were a couple boat ramps out this way that people have stayed at. But I don't like boat ramps. They were close to the road for one thing. They can be busy. So I was just moseying along. Went down a road toward a lake, and it said no camping there. And just up the road, actually where I turned around to go check that other place out, was the road to the dump. So I came to check out the road to the dump. Today's Wednesday. The dump is closed today, so there was no traffic down the road at all. Here, let me show you. And it opens at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. But this is like a side road. Let me show you. I've been out here since 3, I think. It's like 7:30. So the entrance to the dump, the road kind of veers off, and the entrance to the dump is over there. And I'm really tucked back here. It's beautiful. The nights are getting down into the 40s. I got a hoodie on. I am so happy. I am not a fan of summer. I'd rather have cold weather. Well, desert cold, not New York cold. This is weird. It's mowed. It's got to be part of the dump. I'm wondering if that's like some kind of like leaching field. Maybe that because of the pipes, it's airing something, right? What's the word I'm looking for? It is ventilating. But look at this. So straight up there is the main road. That's the road I came in on. Oh, and before I drove down here, I was able to look at it on aerial, on satellite, and I saw this. And actually on the aerial, there's a couple trucks or something parked down here. So that's what made me think, there might be something down there. And this is often the case. But dumps are on county property, usually county, city, usually county. And oftentimes, depending on how long the road is to the dump, you might be able to find a road like this or something, especially if it's not open. A lot of dumps are only open a couple days a week. So that's the dump. And they open at 8. Look. Look. So I was just cruising along and I'm like, where does this go? And I'm only a quarter mile, if that, off the main road. But look it, can't even see me back here. Just tucked right in there. So this is home for the night. It's nice. I stayed on a road to a dump in Arizona. The insurrection was happening. Say many years ago. It was January 6th, 2020? Because the insurrection was going on at the time. That I found that spot. And I pulled in the road and just pulled off on the side of the road. The dump was only open a couple days a week, and I stayed there for several days, and it was fine. I could probably stay out here several days. Half expecting to see bears, because this part of the country, it seems like probably everywhere the bears really like the dump. But no smell. Beautiful place for the night. We've had a lot of deer out here in the field. So yeah, you won't find this on any of the apps. And it's nice and quiet back here. I don't think anybody's going to come back here. But I am going to get up really early. I'm probably going to be out of here. I'll get up at 7, make coffee, and go. Because I don't want to take the chance of workers waking me up, coming back here and going, what the heck? Although it looks recently mowed. I can't imagine why workers would be coming out here. But if the dump opens at 8, I'm thinking workers will probably be out here by 7:30. So I want to get out of here. So, perfect spot for the night. And that was my day on the road. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I will see you next time. And I don't know from where. So, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Because you never know where I'm going to end up. Sleeping in a dump. or anywhere else. So, subscribe to my channel. And just because you think you're subscribed, go ahead and double check. Because YouTube does unsubscribe people all the time. And if you like my content, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. And I'll see you next time. Somewhere down the road. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. See you soon. Want to say goodnight? What do you think? What do you think?